waiting for more people to join in, Dr. Asmara, and then we can get started. अभी तक सिर्फ आप ही आई हैं. So I'm just waiting for a few other people to join, then maybe we can then get started on the conversation. वरना ऐसा ना हो कि हम आपस में बातें करते रहें और जो है कोई सुने ना. Let me.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me just fix the lighting because I thought my room was too dark and now I'm like, turn on too many lights.
मैंने भी अपने लाइट जितनी लाइट है सारी चला दी.
Okay. How's the weather there? It's super cold here.
You're in Islamabad, right?
Yeah.
No. Karachi is still like सुबह को थोड़ी सी हवा में होती है,
Yeah.
but other than that, दोपहर is still the same. The sun is very hot.
Climate change.
पर नहीं, स्वेटर वाला सीन अभी थोड़े से मैंने मोटे कपड़े पहनना शुरू कर दिया, but that's because being from Karachi, I cannot handle the cold.
मैंने अभी उतारा था कि स्वेटर ना, फिर मैंने कहा मेरे हाथ ठंडे हो रहे हैं. I have to keep it on. I'll freeze.
अच्छा, इतनी ठंड हो गई है कि आपको घर के अंदर भी स्वेटर पहनना पड़ रहा है?
Yeah, मैंने वो हीटर भी ऑफ किया. मैंने कहा उसका भी कोई शोर आएगा तो then I'd rather keep it off. Let me just 1 second. Okay.
All right. Okay, I think some people joined and then some people left. But right now, पांच लोग, I think people will keep on joining. So we can start. Yeah?
We ठीक हो.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Dr. Amna Siddiqui, and today I'm being joined by Dr. Asmara Malik. I think most people here who have joined have probably joined on from yours as well. So most of you know her, and she's a very famous now on social media also with her public health profile. But उससे पहले आपके पास बहुत अपने जो जो reading blog था आपका, उसकी वजह से a lot of people knew you because of that. So Dr. Asmara is currently doing an MPhil in community medicine and pursuing public health through that pathway. So Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Asmara, thank you so much for coming here, joining me, and having this conversation.
Thank you so much for inviting.
Of course. And please, if where I have lacked in your introduction, please continue.
Oh no, it's all good.
सही. तो हम जरा स्टार्ट करते हैं. आप मुझे बताएं थोड़ी अपनी जर्नी के बारे में, like you're starting from your education primary to where you are right now.
I was honestly such a terrible student. Because now if I meet any of my A-level teachers and I tell them, oh, I finished med school, they're like, what? You? So that was funny for me, but like it was a pretty hard time, obviously, because with entry tests and all that stuff. Now though it's even harder. Like लोगों की इतनी competition. point उसके ऊपर seats मिल रही हैं, and I was shocked when I heard. So it's super competitive now. I did my MBBS from
पंजाब में तो
Shifra.
it's ridiculously
Yeah,
competitive compared to here. Yeah.
बहुत ज़्यादा. And ऊपर से then if you've done A level and you're doing FSC, I think एक और उसकी discrimination भी आ जाती है because A level people get their marks cut. So like it's not easy. मैं तो honestly लोगों को कहती हूँ कि like if you want like a safe, stable life, please do not pursue medicine. It's too hard now. Like एक तो इतनी competition, ऊपर से इतना stress, so like it's very hard. But I finished my undergrad from Shifa College of Medicine, and then I took a break. I got married, I had my daughter. Then I worked for 2 years back in Shifa as a demonstrator. And from there, फिर like obviously आपके फिर professors वगैरह भी आपसे कहते हैं कि आगे कुछ करना है, कुछ करो. I was always super into public health because we were very lucky. We had Dr. Yawar Alam in community medicine back in Shifa. So like he's a legend. तो उनकी क्लास मुझे हमेशा मुझे लगता है कि मुझे कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन बहुत मजे की लगती है. तो आई वांटेड टू परस्यू दैट. So Army Medical College was taking on postgraduate students for MPhil back then. तो मैंने उसमें अप्लाई किया, उसमें सेलेक्ट हो गई. तो अभी now I'm just finishing up my thesis. इंशाल्लाह मेरा दिसंबर में डिफेंस हो जाए so I can get my degree. And yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Inshallah.
Okay, so you always knew that you wanted to go into community medicine, or was that something आपने जो demonstrator की position थी वो community medicine में ही थी, or was that some other department?
It was, funnily enough, it was actually in biochemistry when I started. Then I got shifted to pathology. But community medicine was always something that was in the back of my mind because मुझे हमेशा इस तरह की big picture applications अच्छी लगती थी. You know, something that you do on a very small scale can have a very big effect, even sometimes at a national level. Which got proven true with COVID. Like एक छोटी सी mutation वुहान चाइना में हुई, सारी दुनिया में pandemic फैल गया.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was always very fascinating to me. Plus, I love research writing. I was always very into it, even as an undergrad. So that was just kind of like, to me, it was like a very happy mix of, you know, all the things that I enjoy in medicine. That was like for me कि मुझे था कि इसके अंदर मैंने कुछ pursue करना है. Initially, obviously, बंदा undergrad के अंदर ये होता है कि clinical pursue करना है, surgeon बनना है. So, but yeah, like real life gets in the way for that, obviously. So I could not pursue clinical side because of that as well. But I was happy in community medicine, to be honest.
So would you say, so मतलब clinical side आपको करनी ही नहीं थी, or was it just कि this was like what I'm trying to ask is that something you didn't want to do, or is this something you just really, really, really wanted to do? You know, if you understand what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, Nini, I totally get it because I get asked that a lot from students as well. Because honestly, back in house job मुझे हमेशा से था कि मैंने या surgery करनी है, radiology करनी है, मैंने कोई clinical चीज करनी है. But house itself was so difficult for me, and the sleep deprivation. Like I love my sleep. I'm not gonna lie. Like मुझे उस चीज के ऊपर
Falls are like the bane of every doctor's existence.
Exactly right. Like रात के 3 बजे आपको attendants आके कह रहे हैं कि ओ हमारे patient की drip का ये मसला है. I'm like okay, I'll sort it out. I don't mind. But like मेरी नींद तो गई.
Yeah.
उस point से मुझे and then after I got married, I had my baby. So I just could not see myself doing it anymore because मेरे में इतना stamina नहीं था, to be honest, कि मैं like calls भी करूँ, then come home, take care of my kid. Like it just wasn't for me personally because I have a very limited amount of energy in the day, and like it just wasn't going to work out for me. So I was happy to be teaching. मुझे उसमें बहुत मजा आया था. And then the more I interacted with the students in undergrad during the research projects and studying चीजें, then in my own MPhil degree as well. So it was just all of more or less my strengths. Like I enjoy writing, I enjoy reading. So like clinical के अंदर भी आपकी strengths होती हैं, academic की चीजों पर strengths होती हैं. So I felt like community medicine was a good match to my strengths.
Yeah. Good mix. Okay, sounds nice. Very nice. So then उसके बाद basically house job किया आपने, उसके बाद you took a break and then you decided to start your MPhil. MPhil आपने अपना कब start किया था?
I started in 20 I left my job in 2019. So I started in January of 2020 in AMC. Great time
Oh,
to be starting an
bad
MPhil.
time.
Yeah.
I see. हाँ, that is everyone I know जिस बेचारे ने भी कुछ भी अपने डिग्री रेजिडेंसी XYZ 2020 में स्टार्ट किया ना, बेचारों के साथ बहुत बैड सीन हुआ है.
Oh,
But
like,
because
oh,
everything is online, but especially for you तो हर चीज ऑनलाइन, आधी चीजें आपको समझ नहीं आ रही होती हैं नया नया में,
oh.
and like interaction with your superiors भी बहुत मुश्किल हो जाती है.
Actually, we had
So yeah.
AMC, like हमें उन्होंने online ये students को उन्होंने कर दिया था, but we had to like faculty had to come. So it was even weird.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are in a building across the lawn, like. So that was
True.
yeah. So वो funny हो गया कुछ, लेकिन it was very like it was very disturbing experience because while we were doing like some research stuff as well in between for the faculty, so just seeing that death toll going up every day, it
Mhm.
was insane. Like वो आप चीज़ें books में पढ़ते हो ना कि like oh yeah you flatten the curve and there's an epidemic curve and it's literally happening in front of you in real time. That was really
Like
scary.
ये हम लोग की एक क्लास हो रही थी एंड उसमें बेसिकली वो एपिडेमियोलॉजी पॉलिसीज थ्रू एपिडेमियोलॉजी पढ़ा रहे
Yeah.
थे. एंड लिटरली शी वाज लाइक यू गाइस, आई डोंट इवन नीड टू टीच दिस क्लास बिकॉज़ तुम लोग ने विटनेस किया हुआ है ये, यू
Yes.
गाइस आर विद इन द कोविड एज, यू नो कि भाई ये अच्छा ये करवा रहा है तो अब ये जो है हमारी गाइडलाइंस रखें व्हिच एसओपीज लग रही है व्हिच एवरीवन हैज टू फॉलो. या फॉर श्योर.
Still ongoing. Like people think COVID has finished, but like फिर से ICUs भरने शुरू हो गए and peds population अब ज़्यादा affect हो रही है. But it's scary.
और so basically, so you started in 2020, and like, so can you tell me a little bit about your MPhil degree and your MPhil experience?
Okay. So I would compare an MPhil with an MPH because I think an MPH is probably closer in time. They're both 2-year degrees. Mine got extended. I'm officially in my third year now. Like I have to really wrap up stuff, but it's generally between 2 to 3 years. And the FCP degree that you guys do is 4 years, right? So हम लोगों का ज़्यादा concentration is for MPhil. It's more on research, on academics, and more on the like you teach and you learn. Even in an
Hmm.
MP, more like थोड़ा सा उनका hands on हो जाता है, like they go out in the community and इस तरह के उनके projects होते हैं. हमारा ज़्यादा research based होता है, and then our thesis is also more research based with community projects obviously. Again, it's much more academic. Like it's not as hands on clinically as an FCPS program is.
Okay.
So
So
if
when go
yeah.
on.
So if somebody is more interested in having like a med school related career, or just wants to go like into purely research or purely academic work, they would be more suited to an MPhil compared to somebody who would want to have like a clinical exposure plus an epidemiology background plus a biostats background. They should opt for an FCPS or an MSPH as well, I think. Yeah.
So you guys, तो जो आप लोग की MPhil की डिग्री है उसमें इतना क्या कहते हैं community exposure कितना होता है?
Community exposure, mostly we get it indirectly through undergrads because we're also teaching undergrads. So when we take the undergrads along to like visits in the जिस तरह RHU उनको ले गए, उनको fertility clinics या OPDs में ले गए, तो or when they go out for data collection for their own projects, तो उसके अंदर पे then हमारा उनके साथ interaction हो जाता है, but like there's no particular module that says कि you have to go and इतने hours जो है वो clinically लगेंगे. It's more like academic. You do have an option where you can do an internship. Like I did an internship with USAID, so that counts. But उसके against आपके दूसरी options भी है कि आप seminar भी attend कर सकते हो या आप कोई workshop attend कर सकते हो. You don't have to do an internship. It's up to you.
Oh, okay. And उसके साथ साथ आप लोग की क्या मतलब you guys have classes going on also, like that
Yeah.
you are not as a instructor, like you are the student. Is
Yes.
that also going on side by side?
Yeah. For our program, it's generally like 2 trainees, but मेरी दफा, I guess because of COVID, I was the only trainee. So I had like a very one-on-one interaction with a lot of my instructors. who are all like obviously faculty members in the department.
Oh, very interesting. So, मतलब, what's your schedule like usually जब आप लोग जो MPhil का होता है, like जो division जैसा service division, your own education, उस तरह का जो division होता है, तो उसमें आप लोग का किस तरह का division होता है?
Ours is pretty static. Like when you come in at 8 in the morning, you attend the senior faculty's lecture with the undergrads. You then have you take the session with the undergrads, like you're teaching them now. उनके questions हैं, उनकी queries हैं, आपने उनको address करना है. हमारे साथ generally the senior is sitting in the background during those small group discussions. So if they feel like maybe you're going off track, so they do intervene and they put you back on track. मेरे सारे स्टूडेंट्स को पता है कि मैम से एक स्टार वॉर्स का या लॉर्ड ऑफ द रिंग्स का क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है, मैं और 8 घंटे गायब हो जाएंगी. तो लाइक मेरे साथ काफी ट्रिक्स होती हैं.
I like how that's been set as personality.
Yes. So it no they can get away with it. Like they can like मेरी क्लास में हमेशा ऐसे शोर लग रहे होते हैं. So there is a senior there obviously. And then after that, around when we get done around 11ish, so from 11 until 12 or 12:30, you will have a class with one faculty member for that particular module. So if it was the biostats module, so I would be with the professor who has biostats. So they would assign me homework and उस तरह की चीजों पे मुझे revise करवाते रहते हैं. So it's very hands-on, like fun.
So it is more academic based.
Yeah.
Right? Like I would say it's entirely academic in the sense कि program based इतना नहीं है जो आप लोग का मतलब you aren't yourself working in different programs or working for different projects. Or does that also come in कभी कभार आ जाते हैं projects से अगर आप लोग के अपने department की faculty किसी project पे काम करते हैं तो you also get involved in that.
Yeah, our HOD.
So it is.
So
it is quite similar to like जो हमारा FCPS है. It's also it is very similar to that in that regard because हमारा clinical is more of like an on the paper clinical wise जिसके GCPSP की requirement है कि हमारा clinical हो. So एक set आपकी rotation है जो आपको करनी है. But once you're done with that, then and you can get done with that in 4 years. You can get done with that in 2 years even. But once you're done, then you don't have to keep on doing that basically.
Oh, okay.
And उसके अलावा फिर हमारा भी academic/research/project based काम है.
Yeah. Especially seniors तो उनको तो बस बंदा चाहिए होता है ना कि like इसको किस तरह पकड़ के तुम आओ जरा मेरी data collection करके आओ.
Basically.
But it's good for you because you do learn. Like I would not have understood qualitative if I hadn't done it with my HOD first. So एक वो safe space आपको मिल जाता है थोड़ी experimentation because if you screw up it's not your project, it's their project.
Exactly. And I think that is one of the strongest like positives to be in a program like this. Like आप काम कर रहे हो but आप responsible नहीं हो अगर खुद घपलाओगे because आप student हो अभी, Yeah.
So that was really helpful for me. And I was very lucky. One of our faculty members is super experienced in qualitative research. So like मुझे बाद में पता चला कि qualitative is not really that done in depth in other departments. So वो मुझे एक अच्छा mix मिल गया कि like my own thesis is now on quantitative and qualitative, like it's a mixed method study. So वो मेरे लिए फिर आसान हो गई. Like वही बात है कि like then it depends on the teacher as well. Like वो जितना perfectionism फिर उनका होता है.
That's true.
Sometimes, but you do learn. It's true.
That's true. So your MPhil degree, उसके बाद आपके पास क्या opportunities हैं? Like once you're done with this degree.
Okay, mostly you can teach in med schools. You can, if you want to have that, routine from like a regular 8 to 2 job. So you can work as a senior lecturer in med schools. You can work as a senior lecturer in universities. अभी आजकल BS Public Health भी आ गया. Or in just MPH वालों के लिए, you can also be a lecturer there as well. A lot of teaching jobs, a lot of research jobs. Like people always need a research officer. You can also go into like if you want it completely remote. There's lots of universities now that would like to have somebody just writing grants and stuff for them from the comfort of their home. So you can also get into that if you're not really into gaining experience. I think you can also get into NGOs and stuff for like best jobs. But uske अंदर, I think they prefer MPHs, but an MPhil has not stopped somebody from getting a job.
I feel like people prefer MPH क्योंकि लोगों को उसके अलावा कुछ पता नहीं है, to be very
And now
honest.
that's the impression
Yeah.
I got too. Because when I was working
Bec-
in US, they were like, "Oh, you've done an MPhil. Why didn't you do an MPH?" And I'm like, "Because an MPhil is tougher. That's why."
Yeah.
They were
And
like, "Yeah,
वही ना, लोगों को पता नहीं है because internationally I think you have a lot of different masters public health degrees. Here you don't have a lot of different masters public health degrees. So the only thing you have here is an MPH और अगर आपने GAP bio कर लेना है या कुछ आगे
yeah,
पीछे उसके कर लेना है, right? So all in all, you have an MPH or MSPH degree, which people know the most. हमारा community medicine भी is a very unrecognized field, like FCPS community, to the point that Aga Khan residency program has been there since like the 90s.
yeah,
अभी
yeah."
भी आप फैकल्टी से मिलो दूसरे प्रोग्राम्स के एंड दे बोले है हमारे पास कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन प्रोग्राम भी है, ये भी होता है यहाँ पे, रेजिडेंसी भी होती है उसमें. इट्स लाइक यस.
Yikes!
Yeah. But
And
I'm sure you must have also been through that journey where you explain to everyone कि मैं कर क्या रही हूँ.
I don't bother because मुझे पता है at the end of the day जिसको भी publish करना है ना कुछ उसने वापस मेरे पास ही आना है. फिर उस टाइम उनको सबको community medicine याद आ जाती है कि like oh यार ये जरा stats इसमें लगा दो, ये जरा देख दो इसका क्या है. So like you do have a nuisance value. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि like you're completely ignored or you're on the sideline somewhere. People, and especially now because of HEC की भी requirements are because you have to publish as a faculty member. You can't just for I think
हाँ.
कोई every year उनकी कोई assessment होती है कि आपके इतने होनी चाहिए publication या कुछ. तो like and all these old professors, they don't know Zotero, they don't know like EndNote. They're like यार ये जरा समझा दो ये किस तरह करते हैं.
Like on the clinical side you mean?
Yeah. So
For sure. Yeah.
they realize कि हाँ सनी community medicine की बहुत vast applications हैं कि like from biostats to writing to even clinical के अंदर इतनी सारी data आपकी उनके उसमें आ जाती है. So but yeah, it's changing. It's definitely changing.
When you were doing your undergrad and उस time पे जब आप community medicine पढ़ रही थी, so how were you taught community medicine in your med school?
Yeah, we were very lucky. Like मैं especially AMC वालों को compare करती हूँ ना तो बच्चे बहुत रोते हैं कहते हैं कि like oh community medicine is so boring and blah blah blah. हमारे साथ scene हुआ था कि community got split into modules, right? So if you respiratory and you study TB and pathology, you will also study TB and community medicine, and you will understand that from a patient perspective to a national level how big a problem this is. So for me, that was I think the biggest eye-opening thing. Like diseases aren't just they're not just personal. They're like
Level.
yeah. So we were very lucky in that sense. Like मुझे कभी community पढ़ते हुए ये नहीं लगा कि like oh ये boring है ये वो है. Like I understood कि इसकी क्या वजह है और ये क्यों इस तरह हम पढ़ते हैं. तो लेकिन उसके अंदर I give credit to the faculty, to be honest.
For sure. I think दो factors हैं यहाँ पे where people नहीं, to be very honest, नहीं. एक तो आपकी faculty जो है is
Yeah.
one of the biggest factors that we don't have enough good teachers who are teaching. Like, at my college, I went to Dow Medical and जिस तरह की हमें community medicine पढ़ाई गई थी ना, कि फैकल्टी आके स्लाइड्स पढ़ लेता था और फिर हमारा मॉड्यूल बेस्ड ही होता था जिस तरह आपका होता था. बट इट बी लाइक अच्छा यार पता है पेपर में कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन के 3 सवाल आने हैं तो कौन पढ़े.
Exactly.
3 सवाल जो भी तुक्का. एंड कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन जनरली लाइक क्वेश्चंस यूज्ड टू नॉट बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. सो इट बी लाइक सही तो लग जाएगा तुक्का. मैं लाइक लिटरली आई बॉट द बुक व्हेन आई एंटर्ड इनटू द रेजिडेंसी प्रोग्राम. तो चलो हम इलियास पढ़ लेते हैं, वो वाला सीन था. But and secondly, because it's such a neglected topic, कि हम भी उसको ज़्यादा नहीं देते थे, and we didn't realize the importance of it till now that I'm working in public health.
Yeah.
कि वो छोटी छोटी जो आपकी चीजें होती हैं जो सीखनी होती हैं अपने in terms of research methodology, in terms of health system. And health system, I didn't know पाकिस्तान का health system क्या है, and this is something I
like especially when the government changed and सेहत सहूलत की सारी everything was up in the air. Like मेरे रोने नहीं खत्म हो रहे थे कि like please अल्लाह का वास्ता एक अच्छा प्रोग्राम शुरू हुआ है उसको तो कोई कुछ ना कहे.
exactly.
Like, I'm not really into politics at all, but like for me, because my supervisor is also part of sehat सहूलत, like I think quality assurance something. So it was very eye opening for me कि कि like इस तरह एक चीज इतनी उन्होंने अच्छे उससे start की है, evidence based start की है, and
Exactly. Which is
it's
rare in
all,
Pakistan.
yeah, like it's at risk now, not because of doctors, not because of patients, but because of people who are just they happen to be politicians, and like, so that
Yeah.
was very eye opening experience for me.
But अभी भी मतलब शायद से खत्म तो नहीं हुआ, like it's still functioning.
Yeah. उनकी
Yeah.
payments, I think the insurers for some particular hospitals were saying you haven't paid us, so we're not paying you. वो
हाँ.
फिर वो बाकी अब सारा sort out हो गया, so now it's back on वो.
I think initially थोड़ा social media पे भी because these cases were coming, तो वो बहुत वो
Yeah.
उसकी बहुत
Yeah,
हलचल मच गई थी.
because it's such
Because
a
it's such a big rogue, exactly.
हाँ, कि like किसी के हार्ट के ऑपरेशन ड्यू है, किसी के कैंसर की ट्रीटमेंट ड्यू है, एंड एवरीथिंग इज कवर्ड अंडर सेहत से बोला. तो like I remember मेरी my mother has this guy who works for उनका माली है, तो he called her up crying कि like अब बाजी से पता कर देंगे कि हमारा सेहत सहूलत कार्ड चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा. मैं कहा नहीं चलेगा चलेगा सब कुछ, it's all working for now, like you don't have to worry. But like it was a pretty whole thing, and then COVID, it was like ooh.
लिविंग इन कराची हमने सेहत सहूलत के इफेक्ट्स नहीं देखे हैं यहाँ पे हमारा वो बेनजीम इनकम सपोर्ट पैकेज बेसिकली है जो चलता है. बट वो भी इट्स अ वेरी समवन रिसेंटली पोस्टेड लिस्ट ऑनलाइन जिसमें उन्होंने स्टेट किया था कि जी आप व्हाट कंडीशंस यू हैव टू मीट in order to be so that you can avail the Benazir income support package. But Karachi, generally Sindh में like if you compare Punjab healthcare to Sindh healthcare, आसमान
Yeah.
जमीन का फर्क है, I would say for sure. Even KPK, you know, it's very
ठीक है.
generally चीजें neglected है यहाँ पे, but I think in terms of healthcare काफी ज़्यादा, like I worked in civil hospital Karachi, and civil hospital में मतलब my medical college was affiliated with civil hospital. एंड आपको जो है हर जगह से लोग आ रहे होते थे इंटीरियर सिंध के, किसी उनके पास नहीं है ऑप्शन. मतलब टर्शरी हॉस्पिटल तो वैसे ही बहुत कम है, और जो उनके बेचारों के पास प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी है वो इतना थका हुआ है, डॉक्टर्स नहीं बैठे हुए हैं या वहाँ पे फैसिलिटीज नहीं है, तो सब वो यहाँ रेफर हो रहे होते थे फॉर बेसिक थिंग लाइक थिंग्स दैट कुड बी वेरी इजीली सॉर्टेड आउट.
Yeah, no,
तो
that's huge tragedy. Like, I think that is true even for Punjab as well. People, I feel like even the people that the staff there, अभी थोड़ी सी उन्होंने main मसला जो है ना, like I'm sure you know, Dr. Sania Nasir की जो book है Choke Pipes, the main thing is accountability. The main thing is transparency. She's like, you have all the resources, you have doctors, you have nurses, you can manage. But as long as there's no accountability and there's no transparency and a good governance, अगर आपकी नहीं चल रही किसी तरीके से, all of that is going down the drain. तो वो चीज
पता नहीं. So, okay, another question for you.
yeah.
So, where do you see yourself in, like, आपका जब MPhil खत्म हो जाएगा, so then what do you have, like, for the future? What are you planning? मैं ये नहीं पूछूंगी where do you see yourself in 10 years वाला सवाल, but like, what's the next step for you?
Academically, I have two options. One, so I can pursue an FCPS के उसके दो first part और उसके first 2 years की training exempt हो जाएगी. So I can pursue those 2 years training and I can give part 2 FCPS का exam and then I can avail that degree. The second option is PhD का मेरा अपना इतना मुझे लगता है क्यों नहीं है. But like in a perfect world, I would definitely want to get into health economics, ka PhD or something. Like I think that's the fascinating field. You know how health systems and your economy can all tie back together into how you give healthcare to your citizens. So that would be like really interesting to learn about.
I think that पाकिस्तान में health economics बहुत कम है, बहुत कम है. तो अगर आप we had one हमारे आगा खान की फैकल्टी में एक थे हमारे, वो भी बेचारे 3-4 महीने के लिए अब आए थे, and then he also left and he went to UK.
वो ऐसा ही होता है.
You know, पता नहीं क्या bleak future उनको नजर आता है, मुझे नहीं पता, but
people have to be in positions where there's people who listen to them and then they can enact change. जब आपके ऊपर के लोग इंटरेस्टेड ही नहीं है सुनने में. ये एक्चुअली मुझे
Yeah.
एक there was a video जो Indus Hospital की जो CEO है, she said health and governance down to one basic question कि आप अपने सिटीजन को इंसान समझते हो या आप उसे जानवर समझते हो, कि do you think they're worth giving healthcare to or not. अगर आपसे वही सवाल नहीं आंसर हुआ जा रहा तो then so everything is up in the air after that.
वो
So
तो उसमें हमें लेमैन को हमने वही नहीं दी हुई है. हेल्थ इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड राइट स्टिल,
no, it's
यू
not.
नो.
It's a luxury
तो
and you tell them कि भाई आपका हक है जिंदा रहना.
राइट, लेकिन हमारे लेजिस्लेचर में हक नहीं है.
नहीं है. That's the scary thing. So like वो बहुत ही like उसके ऊपर like it's very upsetting but like क्या करे, you're just students.
But I think so. This is what my supervisor also was like. Because I went up and I was like, sir, मतलब मुझे नजर नहीं आता कि मतलब मैं काम तो कर रही हूँ, बट इतने
Yeah.
रोड ब्लॉक्स हर जगह से. रोड ब्लॉक्स इन द सेंस के आप जितनी भी हाई लेवल रिसर्च कर लो उसका कुछ होता नहीं है यहाँ पे. तो उन्होंने यही कहा कि भाई तुम हाई लेवल करो, लो लेवल करो, एटलीस्ट करो, ताकि दैट you're putting it out there, right?
Yeah.
कभी ना कभी किसी किसी पॉलिसी मेकर के सामने वो पहुंच के कुछ ना कुछ देख के एटलीस्ट यू कैन से कि वही जो कतरा कतरा बन के दरिया बनता है वाली बात है, यू नो. सो यू आर ट्राइंग, बट या.
I was actually happy prior to COVID when they had Dr. Salman, who was the WHO epidemiologist in charge of that COVID response. And I was like, we were probably one of the few countries in the world that had an epidemiologist dealing with a public health crisis, right? And he was so good at it that they were like, okay, you can go now. And I had to bring in a clinician then. And I was like, oh, that is so ironic. Like, बेचारे ने सारी उसने response बनाई है, सारे उसने systems किए हैं. Then I was like, okay, टाटा bye bye. हाँ जी, clinician आ जाओ.
ये तो खैर पाकिस्तान में आई थिंक आ रही है रिकग्निशन फॉर
Yeah.
यू नो व्हाट public health is or what different cadres of public health are, but बहुत slow आ रही है. And
Yeah.
it take time, and I think that's why like you have to keep explaining to people like this is what I do. Are you
Yeah.
I had people who are like अच्छा तुम अब डॉक्टर नहीं हो. हाँ ऐसा ही है हमारे भाई, आप जो समझे.
Well, like my mother was also very like she's like community medicine क्या है, इसके कौन कंसल्टेंट होते हैं. मैंने कहा मामा आपको अपनी किताब दिखाऊं, वो आधी मेडिसिन की है, सारे उसमें
हाँ.
TB, infectious disease. So it's true. It's a bit of an uphill thing. Like, and I think it's changing, inshallah. Like, I see a lot of my students going into MPHs. I see a lot of my students pursuing research, particularly like population-based research. So that makes me really happy because yes. So as long as they have that awareness, you know, it's not just clinical stuff. There's national level stuff and community level stuff. So I think even that should be responsible for a lot of changes in the future, inshallah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm sure your students also like they जो आपका पेज है उस पे I love how I feel like yours is one of the few pages in Pakistan which are at least that I know of जिसमें you are actively like providing tips and tricks on how to do research methodologies, how to which is so when I started my ये वाला page I genuinely felt कि बहुत lack है यहाँ पे. We don't have people guiding, we don't have anyone who's you know teaching us things. ना तो कोई यूट्यूबर है, ना तो इंस्टाग्राम, ट्विटर is not a field I have dwelled in a lot. But I don't think but I don't think there is, which is why when I came across your page and I came across like एक दो और मुझे मिले थे, but that was it ना. Like यार क्लिनिकल के 1,500 पेजेस हैं, you know, Pakistani based. We don't and there it's not like there isn't a demand side. There are a lot of people now who want to go into public health.
Yeah.
You know, so when I came across your page, genuinely I felt like it was actively, you know, providing that guidance and
people kind of think
like
just about spreading awareness, like oh, it's a breast cancer week है तो breast cancer के ऊपर एक Instagram पे post
हाँ
लगा दो. That's not all there is to it. There is a very पीछे background के अंदर तो सारी सी research चल रही है. Like मुझे seriously मुझे कोई time दे मैं Zotero के ऊपर like एक पूरा YouTube का वो session बना दूँ. Zotero itself is so in depth. And then just writing your findings, then conducting your research. That stuff for me is I think neglected because हम medical students को इतना पढ़ाते भी नहीं इस चीज के ऊपर कि you know कि अच्छा आप क्योंकि I think it's because हम उन्हें पढ़ाते ही from a clinical perspective है हर चीज anatomy clinical oriented होती है physiology clinically oriented होती है. It's only when they get to pathology that they start to realize कि अच्छा oh these things spread, right? Fracture लेकिन फ्रैक्चर अगर आरटीए की वजह से हुआ तो वो डायरेक्टली कम्युनिटी उसकी एप्लीकेशन आ गई, राइट? द रोड्स आर बैड, व्हाई आर द रोड्स बैड? द इकोनॉमी वाज बैड, वी डिडंट हैव मनी फॉर. तो यू हैव टू टाई दीज थिंग्स अप इन अ वे. उसके लिए आई थिंक इट काइंड ऑफ हैज अ लाइक मे बी समबडी इन मेडिकल एजुकेशन वुड नो बेटर हाउ टू डील विद दैट, बट यू कांट जस्ट टीच थिंग्स फ्रॉम a clinical perspective and then expect कि students जो है ना उनको पता होगा कि public health किसी की application है. You have to, even from first year, you have to start telling them कि community के इस तरह के patients आपके पास आएंगे. This is how this fracture, for instance, अभी one of my students was telling me कि they suspected a child was being abused who came in the ER. So she was like कि हमें forensics की भी कोई चीज याद नहीं थी कि हम how do you deal with this, you know, like फिर हम सीनियर्स के पीछे भाग रहे होते हैं कि लाइक अब क्या करें. तो यू हैव टू फ्रॉम डे वन बिकॉज एक तो हमारी मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स की एज भी कम होती है, they're 19 or so when they first start. So it's imperative that you start from first year and you tell them that these are the kinds of patients you will encounter in the community and in particular in your Pakistani community. These are the sensitivities that you have to be aware of. तो वो चीज मुझे I think we kind of want to ape a lot of Western medical influencers, especially on Instagram and TikTok वगैरह. We kind of don't take into account the fact कि हमारी audience एक बहुत particular audience है, you know. कुछ खबर like the thing that I see on TikTok as well is a lot of male influencers who are physicians and they start talking about, you know, social issues. They get it wrong, and then there's nobody to correct them, and they have like millions of views. तो वो चीज भी मुझे काफी स्केयर करती है कि लाइक यू नो nobody taught them in med school about this particular issue, which is why they're so confidently wrong about it. So that I feel has to be corrected because otherwise then you are spreading misinformation. You are, and then because you're a doctor, nobody like your audience isn't going to correct you because like bias आ
yeah
गई.
हाँ
तो वो चीज मुझे लगता है कि like unless you counter it with really really good day one medical education from your community perspective, it's not going to go away. It's going to get worse with time. People kind of solidify into their biases. तो वो चीज आपको
yeah
counter करनी.
and but it's not difficult to be very honest. Like I would
Yeah.
especially अगर आप year 1 से कर रहे हो ना,
Hmm.
it's a basic thing. I'm sure आप लोगों ने किया होगा, हम लोग ने नहीं की थी. Like do like field visits with your students, you know, take them actually to see कि भाई अच्छा ये कोई अगर कोई you know किसी population में high risk किसी चीज की है, वो show them what the reality is.
Exactly.
खैर mine was government college तो हमारे पास फिर भी exposure होता था, but a lot of private college students they don't have this kind of exposure at all. उनकी clinics या उनके hospital में भी जो लोग आ रहे हैं they're from a
हाँ.
certain तबका, you know, तो उनको तो बिल्कुल इन चीजों का exposure नहीं होता है. You
It's
can and then you can't expect कि अगर कोई बंदा क्लिनिशियन बन रहा है बाद में जाके उनको इस तरह की रियलाइजेशन होगी भी because they're only seeing patients in their setting, not
yeah,
in the patient's own settings, you know. So
exactly.
yeah, for sure. And वही
It is.
बात आती है कि भाई
हाँ हाँ.
sorry, go on.
नहीं you go on.
No, I was just saying कि फिर वही बात आती है कि even I mean people pursue both clinics and clinical side and public health at the same time and they merge those things together because when you talk about impact of your work, impact आपके one-on-one patient interaction से नहीं आ रही है, वही impact आती है when you do it on a you know a larger public base or community based intervention.
And उसके अंदर भी लाइक जैसे हम जो हमारी पोलियो की वैक्सीनेशन की जिस तरह सिचुएशन हुई है, we keep failing to understand the fact कि जो लोग हम वैक्सीनेटर्स वगैरह भेजते हैं they're at risk of losing their lives, right? And for some reason med students don't know this. And every time I tell them a stat, okay, you know, last year this many vaccinators were shot giving polio vaccinations to kids. And they're like sitting there like, what? And I'm like, yeah, these are people who are like lady healthcare women. They're again, like, वो है कि उनकी, they're more targets. But ये reality इनको उसमें पोलियो के टॉपिक में community medicine and the लोग इस तरह बस ऊपर ऊपर से ना कहा के तो like okay. Like make them talk to vaccinators, make them talk to community people. Up to like because you have everything online, find people who are like vaccine hesitant and ask them, what makes you so anti-vaccine? You know, so in my thesis, I was looking at COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy. तो मैं तो ऐसी ऐसी चीजें सुनी है like I was actually shocked, and even from educated people. From there was one particular patient who had an MPhil in I think an engineering subject or something, and she was convinced that these vaccines are all fake. They're all just a ploy. इनके अंदर कुछ mix किया हुआ है. And obviously qualitative, and you can't guide them, you can't counsel them, you just have to take in what they're saying, and you just kind of record it and think, okay, thank you so much for your time and your interview. And when I was done, it was like she was like, I know you're a doctor, but I just want to thank you because you were listening to me the whole time and you didn't say anything. And I was like, okay, can I say it now? So she was like, yeah, you can, but you're not going to change my mind. I was like, that's fine.
यार वैसे behavioral change लाना तो खैर सबसे मुश्किल काम है. But interesting, so your thesis was on COVID vaccine hesitancy.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. This starting of this year, I was working on a research paper on COVID-19 hesitancy, लेकिन हमारा quantitative था.
अच्छा.
तो हमारा तो बहुत सरसरी तौर पे कि जी हमने ऑनलाइन फॉर्म सर्कुलेट करके जो है वो बेसिकली किया था. But we had a separate paper which was qualitative, जिसपे मैंने काम नहीं किया था. I had worked on the quantitative one. But like again, this is जो COVID-19 वाली जो बात है वो this is a lived experience for all of us also,
Absolutely. You have really, really good friends who are like I consider to be perfectly reasonable people, but they have not vaccinated their kids. They have not vaccinated their parents. अपनी because job की या किसी मजबूरी की वजह से उन्होंने अपनी vaccine करवा ली है. But like it's always very, and that's the interesting thing about being a public health practitioner. You cannot listen to them and then be judgmental about it. It's kind of like being a psychiatrist. Like you have to listen to them. Nobody else has listened to them. You have to listen to them. So वो उनकी जो पीछे पर thinking है, उनका decision making process है. It's very, again, behavioral change is a whole other field in public health. So वो भी like that was also very eye opening.
There's so much work that's being done on behavioral change, but it takes so long. Like हम जब कोई प्रोजेक्ट या कोई प्रोग्राम होता है तो आप पहली चीज वही होती है ना कि आप अवेयरनेस सेशंस करो, कम्युनिटी में जाके posters present करो, presentations XYZ, and then if you make like अपना इम्पैक्ट आप असेस करने अगर जाते हो तो आप यही कहते हो ना कि भाई हमें चाहिए कि अगर हम सीवीडी के ऊपर दे रहे हैं तो जी सीवीडी रेट्स कम हो जाए. That is like a 50 years impact that you're talking about,
Stuff like that makes my supervisor so insanely angry, especially if किसी study के अंदर pre and post test किए हुए हो ना और एक वेट सेशन हुआ हो. He literally goes like slow clap. Wow, great intervention. Like what did you do? Like वो चीज है. Yeah, like you want sustained, forever change, like permanent change. So
Yeah.
that's very difficult. Like I feel for people, especially lady के healthcare workers जो होती हैं. My like sympathies to them. They're like amazing people, and again underappreciated.
And given everything, कि ये भी कर लो और इस प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा भी बन जाओ और ये भी कर दो और वो भी कर दो. Yeah.
And like I had one who came in and like because of her I was able to really understand about the problems vaccine की जो outreach programs वो कर रहे थे. Like city centers के अंदर उन्होंने बड़े-बड़े वो mega vaccination centers बना दिए थे. Like यहाँ पे 100 लोग आ जाएं करने. These were people who actually had to go into like really far off villages and उन्होंने बच्चों की भी vaccination करनी है. उन्होंने बड़ों को भी convince करना है कि COVID की vaccine लगा लो. And she was like, I felt like I was losing my mind and then she got diagnosed with breast cancer. So
Oh,
like
no.
life was just, I was like, yeah, like you need to be paid like $1 billion.
Yeah,
It's
for
so
sure.
depressing.
It's a difficult job.
Super,
It,
very difficult.
yeah. उनके लेकिन उनके अब तो क्राइटेरिया भी शायद कुछ चेंज कर दिया, राइट? लाइक यू नीड टू योर क्वालिफिकेशंस टू बिकम एन एलिजिबल, थोड़ा बढ़ा दिया है उन्होंने, आई थिंक, आई एम नॉट
I
श्योर.
don't like मुझे उस चीज की भी नहीं समझ आई कि like if as long as they're trusted in their community, what does it matter if like उनको BSc करो, like they're in that community, people know them, they know their families, they're trusted members of that community, you know. Why do you want to make it even harder for you to be able to implement change in communities by making qualifications an issue? Like अभी वो बन्नू के अंदर they found out that there were men enrolled in the lady healthcare worker program. Like इस किस्म की भी corruption वो किसी को नजर नहीं आती, लेकिन यहाँ इसकी इनकी जो है ना डिग्री की रिक्वायरमेंट और ऊपर बढ़ा दो, लाइक क्या यार, मतलब so that is frustrating.
ओके, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. अच्छा, तो मुझे ये बताएं कि जो आपका इंस्टाग्राम पेज है, how, like I'm very fascinated by this. So your page, like how is it, like what kind of feedback are you getting on your page? What is it that people are kind of demanding कि भाई आप, if maybe you can shed light on XYZ things?
It's always research writing. मुझे सारे DMs जो आ रहे होते हैं, it's always about research writing है मैम, start कैसे करते हैं, कितने से शुरू करते हैं, मुझे कख नहीं आता, हमारे डिपार्टमेंट में कोई बताता नहीं है किस तरह शुरू करना है, and it always comes down to कि please read research papers first. Like nobody can hold your hand and take you through it. You have to read papers first. That's all. उसके बाद अब just make it a habit. Like जिस तरह like क्या करते हैं ये लोग YouTube पे जाके जिस तरह क्लिनिकल वीडियोस देख रहे होते हैं ना, हमने बस उसी तरह ना एक दिन का बना लो कि मैंने आज एक दिन का एक रिसर्च पेपर पढ़ना है, 5 पेजेस का, 50 एक जरूर पढ़ना है. So as long as
हाँ.
you're not doing, you have to know what you're talking about before you frame your question and say मैम मुझे रिसर्च में हेल्प कर दे. तो वो है like
हाँ,
मुझे
ये
सबसे
तो है यार.
it's it's like you can't, it's like a huge elephant, right? Like where do you start from? Do you want the like
It
I
is
can't,
intimidating though.
it
Like
is
as an undergrad, I feel like बहुत intimidating था कि actually, okay, so there were two things. Either it was कि write a crap paper, कहाँ वो
yeah.
curious पे जाके publish कर दो, हो जाएगा, ठीक है. या तो था कि, और अब मुझे honestly now that, because पहले undergrad में तो it was like बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं पता था, थोड़ी बहुत पढ़ के कर लिया, right? But now that I'm in my residency, then I'm getting to know more about methodology. Research in as a whole feels more daunting because it's like यार ये भी सही करना है और ये भी बिल्कुल,
Yeah.
it should be completely accurate. Can't go wrong with sampling. Can't go wrong with my statistical analysis. So
Oh,
now it feels more daunting. So यार कहीं गलत कर लिया तो 6 लोग हैं पकड़ने वाले, you know.
हाँ.
और
It's
नॉट जो पकड़ने वाले, मैं खुद अपने आप क्रिटिक करूंगी कि तुमने क्या ये किया क्या है, you know.
literally I went into like a 3-month downward spiral when my data started, like जब मैंने अपना एनालिसिस शुरू किया था. पहले मैंने समझा ना कैसे, मैंने सारी SPSS के अंदर कोडिंग कर लिया, मैं तो मेरे से ज्यादा कोई महान इंसान नहीं है वो, वाओ मेरे आ रहे हैं. And then I started analyzing it, like Pearson's correlation लगा रही हूँ, chi-scores लग रहे हैं, ये चीज हो रही है, and things were coming out negative, and I was like I'm screwed. So like वो जो
They say
depression,
you should not worry about significance.
like नहीं, वो कहने की हर कोई कहता है, like even my supervisor was like बेटा कोई मसला ही नहीं है, बेटा कुछ नहीं होता, मैं
ये
रो
तुम्हारी फाइंडिंग है कि सिग्निफिकेंट नहीं था.
I was like I'm so sorry, and he's like what the hell is wrong with you, like so like it does get to you, like especially when you're in charge of your own thing. Because undergrad things, so like there's like 10-12 other people and you're like oh अच्छा आज मैंने introduction का एक paragraph लिखना है. Now it's all on you, like
I
every
miss those times.
oh so yeah, like
Were you also very into like मतलब publishing articles in your starting in your undergrad, or did that start post undergrad?
I didn't even know, to be honest. Like हमारा fourth year के अंदर it was supposed to be a part of our viva कि like you have to bring in your paper और उसके ऊपर आपका एक viva होगा with the external separate from the other community medicine viva. तो उस चीज के डर के अंदर हम सबने अपने प्रोजेक्ट खत्म कर लिए थे और हम सबने भेज भी दिए थे जेपीएम में कि वो जो स्टूडेंट कॉर्नर उनका होता है कि उसके अंदर हमने सबमिट भी कर दिए थे. तो मुझे उसकी एक्सेप्टेंस का लेटर आ गया. तो मैं भी बड़ा खुशी खुशी ना कि लाइक ओ जी सर सर हमारा एक्सेप्ट हो गया सर. अच्छा तो उन्होंने क्या कहा कब पब्लिश करें पता नहीं सर. उन्होंने कोई सब कुछ रेड करके वापस भेजा. आई स्टार्टेड लाफिंग. इज लाइक बेटा वो रिविजन आपने अभी करनी है.
Oh.
एक्सेप्ट हो गया सर. नहीं अभी वो चेक करना है उन्हें. So उसमें that was the first scary experience that happened. And then I found out later कि हमारे काफी सारे क्लास फेलोज में तो उसी स्टेज पे ही छोड़ दिया ना कि हमने आगे नहीं करना बस. तो प्रॉफ हो गया नंबर आ गया.
मार्क्स मिल जाने.
या तो वो मुझे बाय लक की जो थी ना वो इट गॉट पब्लिश्ड. एंड देन वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स आई रिमेंबर वो जीएमसी के लिए अप्लाई करी थी तो उसको वहां पता चला कि जीएमसी के अंदर इसके नंबर है पेपर पब्लिश करने के लिए. तो वो इतनी खुश है. उसका मुझे फोन आया. उतनी मुझे दुआएं दे रही यार उस्माना थैंक यू सो मच. मैंने कहा यू आर लिटरली लाइक नाइन्थ ऑथर इन दैट. शी इज लाइक नहीं मार्क्स सबको बराबर मिलते हैं. आई नो.
हाँ. मेरी मेरी जो पहली रिसर्च थी उसमें हम 15 लोग थे जिसमें मैं थी 13. बट आज तक नाम आ रहा है ना. खैर है.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली. आई थिंक इस तरह की गलतियां आप अंडरग्रेड में कर लो ना तो आप थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाते हो. लाइक यू नो व्हाट यू डूइंग नाउ अ लिटिल बिट. लाइक थोड़ा आपका
Yeah.
हाथ बैठ. तो मैं स्टूडेंट्स को भी हमेशा ये कहती हूँ. हमने बेटे करोगे तो आएगा. डोंट
Exactly.
लाइक जस्ट डू इट.
Yeah.
So that is like that's a given.
Yeah. But I think undergrad में you are allowed to make those mistakes, but you should
Yes.
make those mistakes in the first place, you know. And that's what I keep telling people also कि यार कोई नहीं कह रहा कि तुम अंडरग्रेड में 6 पब्लिकेशन निकालो, 2 भी नहीं कह रहा कोई, but at least काम तो करो. Like there were, I mean, you start sometimes अंडरग्रेड में अभी भी कभी बहुत ऐसे रिसर्च प्रपोजल होते हैं कि आपने काम कर लिया बट पब्लिकेशन आपकी जो है पब्लिकेशन तक बात ही नहीं पहुंची, you know. बट
Yes.
जो आपको उसमें the experience of just working and doing the research, whether or not you're Parsha, that is something that will continue, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I keep telling like all my juniors, okay, bhai, just get started, whatever it is, बस करो, उससे ही सीखोगे, which is exactly what you just said. But yeah.
इन इनहिबिशंस बच्चों के ये होते हैं कि एक एसपीएसएस नहीं आता, एक fencing नहीं आती. वो दोनों करोगे तो वो इनहिबिशन खत्म हो जाएगी. But the bigger deal you make
Cases
it
तो
in your
मुझे
head.
अभी तक मुझे
Yeah.
बहुत like I genuinely biostats is something I feel like is daunting. But वही बात है कि आप जितने प्रैक्टिस करते हो करोगे तो मुझे अभी भी आई एम स्टिल एट दैट फेज वेयर लाइक कुछ एनालिसिस करनी पड़ती है. प्लीज ये कुछ समझा दे करना क्या है इसमें. बट यूट्यूब जिंदाबाद वाली बात ना. नहीं समझ आ रहा अच्छा इसमें किस तरह करते हैं इसको, यू नो.
Exactly. नहीं, अब तो everything is available online. Like I feel like people who probably did training before like 2015 maybe even उनका कितनी like life tough होती होगी कि like you know no online resources whatsoever. Referencing भी
Yeah.
manual. No way.
Oh my god.
No connected papers.
So I think based on your experience now, you really should come out with like videos on like करना क्या है, how thesis किस तरह करनी है. I will also join in that class because I'm at that stage right now, as you very well know. अपने synopsis में है अल्लाह. यही तो मतलब बस हो गई है इस पॉइंट पर आके. I'm just like मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा मेथोडोलॉजी में. और मैं because at this point it's not even like आप हाई फाई मेथोडोलॉजी कर सकती हो. लाइक नहीं है मेरे पास रिसोर्सेज, मैं नहीं कर सकती है ना 1500 लोगों की सैम्पलिंग.
Exactly. नहीं
So
करनी कि भैया आप एक बंदा हो कैसे करोगे.
फंडिंग तो मिली नहीं है अभी तक.
हाँ तो वो चीज तो खैर मैंने भी अपने
उस
काफी
पर
किस्से
लोग कहते हैं कि जी क्वालिटेटिव भी डाल दो.
क्वालिटेटिव तो मैं अपने दुश्मनों को भी ना करवाऊं कसम से यार. इट इज सो इन डेप्थ कि मतलब आप गुम हो जाते हो उसके अंदर. एक दफा क्वालिटेटिव करना शुरू करते हो आपको क्वांटिटेटिव भूल जाती है.
आपकी जो है, व्हाट इज योर सैम्पल साइज
फॉर
फॉर योर
माय
थीसिस?
Oh, it started at I think one. I finished at 134.
For
And it went,
quantitative? Or,
yeah, for quantitative.
okay. और
Because it was
क्वालिटेटिव की कितने?
qualitative का they were like was doing आपकी data saturation reach हो तो you can call it off. So like I think around my 13th 14th participant it was the same story over and over again. तो फिर मैंने कहा वहाँ भी मैंने फिर like I called up my supervisor उनसे मैंने मीटिंग वगैरह की उनको मैंने बताया ये इंटरव्यूज हैं तो one supervisor like नहीं you can still keep doing interviews find more patients. I'm like मैडम या तो ये क्वालिटेटिव खत्म होगा या ये थीसिस खत्म होगा ये दोनों चीजें नहीं खत्म हो सकती तो उसके ऊपर like काफी फिर वो हुआ था कि like sometimes you do have to stand your ground as a student as well like faculty को तो वही है कि like they're in their office they don't know how you're doing your data collection and what you're going through so you have to kind of sometimes you also have to stand up and say okay I'm comfortable with this methodology now I don't want to do anything else तो वो है
I think at this stage, स्पेशली जब आप अकेले कर रहे हो तो आप अपनी कन्वीनियंस पे ज्यादा करो. I'm not saying कि you compromise completely on your
no
the
yeah
validity of your research, but you still need to, you know, do it to the extent that you can. वो अलग बात है कि आपने अगर ग्रांट फ्रांट के लिए अप्लाई कर लिया ग्रांट मिल गए आपको तो then you still have, you know, you can expand it, but
I feel like उसके अंदर भी but like you have two options you can pursue. One, because you're just one person, you're a one person team. ठीक है, you have to do everything. Data collection, analysis, writing, हर चीज आपने करनी है. उस point से then find a very 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 niche topic. या तो आपकी population कोई ऐसी हो जो इसने कभी nobody's explored it, या कोई ऐसे topic हो जो कि किसी बड़े topic का subset बन जाए. तो because the broader your topic is, the more sample size you need for it. And then that is difficult for you to do. You don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't have the biggest factor I think is time. You literally do not have the time. So also I think just find a very very small very sub niche ki bhi sub niche and then uske andar ghus ke just find a topic that fits in that niche and that's like the biggest.
the only way you can do that is just keep reading research articles. Essentially, that's the way like I figure out. Like, भाई अच्छा यहाँ से एक आइडिया ले लिया, वहाँ से एक आइडिया ले लिया. मुझे मेरे जो सुपरवाइजर ने मुझे कहा था कि जो कंक्लूजन में जो लिखा होता है ना कि आगे इसकी रिसर्च इम्प्लीकेशंस क्या है,
Yeah.
वो पढ़ो.
Go for it. Yes.
हाँ,
Lot of ideas out there. That's true.
वहाँ से आइडियाज आएंगे तुम्हें करना क्या है.
कभी ऐसे सबसे ज्यादा डिप्रेशन होती है मैं उसी ऑथर का पे वो if you find that author and you explore कि उन्होंने और आगे किया उन्होंने खुद ही उसी के ऊपर कुछ आगे कुछ पब्लिश कर दिया तो I'm like damn it why did you do that
उनका वो होता है ना कि एक पेपर में सब कुछ नहीं डाल सकते, क्योंकि हमारी भी 3-4 पब्लिकेशंस आए.
लाइक वो लोग तो प्रोफेसर्स हैं उनके तो लाइक साल में 4-6 अंडरग्रेड्स आते होंगे पोस्ट ग्रेड्स आते होंगे लाइक वो लोग तो लाइक पेपर राइटिंग मशीन्स होते हैं बाहर तो हम तो बेचारे थर्ड वर्ल्ड ग्लोबल साउथ पीपल
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, so I will ask you one last question, which I generally ask everyone who comes on these sessions that I have.
Okay.
And that is, in Pakistan, we only have 24 seconds remaining, actually.
Oh.
It just says.
Oh dear.
Oh no. It तो खुद बंद हो जाएगा.
खुद ही बंद हो जाएगा.
I think so.
I didn't even know that. Whoa.